Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for Clear It Out. Clear It Out is a challenge that I set for myself at the beginning of the year. And I did not do a great job kicking it off, like being organized about it. So today I've tried to make a list. I know that I chose 18 collections and I had pets and postage stamp as themes that had too much. I just stuck masking tape numbers on them and went through. For this month, I watched one of the earlier videos and I thought, oh, I'm going to do Ahoy from Echo Park. I don't know if I gave it away or if I donated it or moved it around, but I couldn't find it. I may have been sick of it because I did a lot of those nautical beachy things, or I may have put it in a group of beachy. I don't know where it is. But I thought this month I would start the Clear It Out video by just showing you kind of where we are and making some tough decisions on a couple things, because I'm getting to the point where when I look into the cupboard every month, there's a bunch of stuff in there I don't want to do. The ones that are checked off, I know for sure they're done. What I don't know for sure is what number they were originally, because I didn't always show you the package. This one is 13, and I was thinking about this. This is authentic. Did you get this at Tuesday morning? This is an embellishment I put in here that one of you made me. I'm going to keep this. I don't need it. The colors, like I like birds, but I've already done this. I don't need these pieces of paper. I'm going to let them go instead of having them just weigh on me. So I'm going to put these in my go away donate pile. And that was the point of Clear It Out, that I could use it, essentially use it or lose it, right? It had to go. 13, we're done. Now I'm going to look at this. I've done quite a few of these close to my heart packages, and they're a little thin for covers. They're great for pages. This one almost seems like kiddish to me. And I don't know that I would love the journal when it's done. Plus, if you don't know me very well, I don't need all the colors of the rainbow. This is a lot of color for me. I really just need blue. There's some nice cardstock in there too, but I don't need it. Oh, look at that. My thought is I can pull this out and keep these, and I probably will. I'll probably keep these too. This one right here. This is a nice blue. Do I need this? Probably not, but we'll keep it, okay? Nice layer on cards, even if that's all I want to use it for. So we'll keep that. This was a reminder to myself. And then I'm going to get rid of 11 too. I'm just peeling the tape off and I'm sticking the numbers to the outside of my planner, not like a fun journal I make, as I go, because then I know which numbers are done for sure. The funny thing is I didn't have an original master list, I don't think. So that one's going to, that brings us to spring market. Now, I might have changed my stance on this, and I think doing the wedding journal is what did it. This is not something I want to use, but it's also not something I want to donate because I don't have this kind of peachy, girly stuff. And so maybe I need to keep this. So we're not going to get rid of this. I'm going to set it aside and I'm going to think about it for a while. I may even just pull the number off of it and say it can live here more. Miscellaneous scraps that I had labeled for cards probably years ago. That's number 17. We're going to keep that. Now, my plan was to do Ahoy. So what we're looking for is something to create with this month. This is Teresa Collins, and it's Azure Papery. I don't know anything about the thickness of this, but I might want to use this. Oh, 12 sheets of cardstock, 2 of each design. I might open this up and see, is this cards? Is this journals? The designs are a little big for cards, right? So I'm hoping I like it for a journal. This collection I was smitten with before, and so this is like the second time I've had some of it. This is Simple Stories. I love that it has lots of blue. I don't mind that it has some pink. It's just really cool. I think what I'll probably do with this one at some point, but not this month, is chop this up and spread it throughout a journal. And the journal will have to be made with some other paper. I think I probably maybe have 6 or 7 pieces of paper in here. Not enough to make a really fun journal. Or maybe I could open it up, chop it up, and then fill in with just, I don't know, sheet music, and we could make a fun junk journal. Okay, so that's an idea. Let's keep that. Let's celebrate. This is a Cartabella pack. I'll make birthday cards with it. I'm going to be honest with you. This one's going to take a while to smash. And I don't think I have the time because I'm not organized enough this month and I got a lot going on. August, you know, July and August are busy. So let's do this one in the winter when it's raining or like in the fall, because I spent a lot on this too. I bought it. Did you see? It's embarrassing. $15 when it first came out. So I want to be sure we get our money's worth and there's some pizzazz there. Magic and Wonder. This and this, we'll probably put these together and smash them all at once. So that's a pretty big project too. I'm thinking it's going to be one of these this month. And then this is just scraps that are left. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to say, we're done here. Oh, no, look at these. These are luscious. I can't remember. This was from something. Then it went in here. I've added to the bag. For this game, I'm going to say this one's done. And I think this was technically, the bulk of this was 16, this one. But the thing on it is 10. So I'm going to peel this off and say, okay, we're done. Look at all the stickers I have for this year. That's a lot. I lost some too because I didn't decide until later I was going to do that. One of these for this month, and I'll pop back and you'll see how we're doing. Last night I wasn't feeling too great and I thought I'll open this up on the couch and take a look at it and, you know, figure out how big are the patterns, what do I want to do with it, get an idea. It had a surprise for me. See the sheen on this? The whole package is like that. This is shiny paper. That's not how I envisioned it, right? Shiny paper is great for making cards. It is great for using your brayer with ink on. It's great for mixed media. I don't really want to use shiny paper throughout my journals that I make. Here's a test that I did with 3 different pens, and then I wiped it with a tissue. You can see the marker is just a big smear. This one, the ballpoint did okay, and the pens that I like to use a lot, hot mess. Zelda's crawling into the hole into the cupboard of shame. Everyone's fine. I don't want to make a journal where someone might be disappointed if they bought it and didn't understand the paper. Does that make sense? I don't want it to have a disclaimer that says this would make a great art journal, but don't try it as a journal because a lot of pens won't work on it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take it and smash it. I'm going to keep this floral because I have to, absolutely. And then I'm going to take this sheet because it has some of this floral on it, some smaller accents even. I don't know when I chop this up if I'm going to keep every one of these. Like, I might put this in my dog box. That's where I've started putting the sappy, life is best with you, love, it takes 2 of us, all that kind of stuff. In any collection, if I chop up a collection, I just throw it in the dog box. Because I don't want to make a journal for somebody that may be single or have lost someone and have that kind of stuff in it. But I do use those on dog cards. Now, the back of this is a nice blue. This one lacks color, but would go with anything. Butterfly, beautiful life, this sweet, beautiful life. Some of this I will use. So I think I'll cut some of this up too. It's white on the back, but I could mat it on top of almost anything. You can take a piece of scrap that has yet to be anything, put it right there, or it could be on a project life card, maybe that says something that you don't like but has a pretty background, so you can change them up. So I'll probably chop up one of these, keep this one. I'm not going to chop up the second one of these unless I just fall in love with it as I'm cutting it up. This one doesn't really bring any value to me. I'm not keeping it. Nah. Not this one either. Didn't love the back. So then that brings us to the butterflies. They're not the cutest butterflies we've ever had in here. I wonder if I would like a shiny cover journal. I thought about it. It's not thick or thin. It's just somewhere in the middle. So I might set one aside and ponder that. I don't know though. We have so many better things and I don't really like my butterflies in rows. So I think I'll pass on that. I like my butterflies flying around like chaos. And then I think I'll keep this just because, right? I'll put it in my blue bin and say I'm keeping you. And I'm not necessarily going to make something with them right away, but I'm going to consider the collection cleared out. But I'm going to put these in my Joy of Blue bin. I don't do that collab anymore, but I still haven't cleaned out the bin. The Best Life, Happy. Yeah, maybe I will chop both of these. I'll chop one, then I'll think about it. Then we have the chipboard that came with it. I'll put that in my chipboard pile. And all of these, I'm going to put in the go away. We are clearing some stuff out this month. It's just not how I imagined. But if you go and you're looking in your paper stash and it is not bringing you any joy, there's probably something wrong. I think sometimes people think they've lost their mojo. Oh, this was in there and we'll keep this and we'll have... And see, I could mount some of these sayings on this lovely blue and then mix it in with this or this blue. Anyway, if you think you lost your mojo, maybe the paper just isn't inspiring you. The thing is, we still haven't figured out what we're going to clear out this month, have we? Maybe... I'm not too worried about smashing this before I make scraps out of this. Does that make sense? I want to make an even bigger mess before I resolve these scraps. And it's different paper collections. It's not the same one. So then I'll have even more fun mixed into my scraps. I'm thinking this is probably going to be a journal because I love making those Disney journals, and I bet people have a great time with them when they go on a trip. I don't have any Disney plans, but doesn't mean I can't make some. Did we find anything else that we liked? This is too big of a bite for this month. I don't think I want to smash this. I do like this, but off the top of my head, I don't believe that I have a journal prepped to use this on. I would want it to be a little bit, I think, based on my memory of the paper, a little bit vintage looking. Like these two, this is really bright white and really modern looking font, and this is just not. But I still love it. It was a collection that really, really spoke to me. I think I'm going this way. We'll see. Funny thing happened. After I started chopping up the Disney-ish one, I found the Ahoy, which turns out was number 4 and hasn't been touched. In prime crafting and relaxing fashion, I think what I'll do is I'll keep working on the Disney one. Then I'm going to take this one apart. I'm going to take all the stuff that says things like, you float my boat and let's sail around the world together. And I'm going to pull that stuff out and put it with some cruise stuff that I'm going to send to one of my members. Then I will use the beachy stuff. So like down by the sea or anything that's just sand. That's me. And like laziness. That's me, not sailing. Bucket list, family, some of that stuff I'll keep. I might even keep the letters. I have a lot of letters, but you know how I feel about blue. If there are cut aparts in here, then I'll probably happy, ahoy there, let's sail away. I'm not going to keep that. And this is probably the back. So I'll go through this and kind of manage it down to where I make a beachy journal, I think, and then take some stuff out of it. Who knows? Maybe I'm only going to take a couple things and then I'm going to put the rest in with the other cruise stuff. I'm not into the cruising. I get really motion sick and I'm not that excited about water. I am much more excited about the sand and standing on it, looking at the water. Okay, just wanted to update you and you can see it, and turns out it was number 4. I don't know if I guessed right on my list or not. Here's how it wrapped up. I have a journal that says make your own magic on the front of it. I made it not too Disney-ish, and I'll show you what I mean. It could be used as inspiration, something for you for a trip, a great season, an event in your life, or just some cheer. So it says make your own magic, collect moments. You're never too old to wish upon a star, and that's a pocket. And I didn't have any tall paper to go into these for journal cards. It could be kind of scrapbooky where you put stuff all over it, but I think I'll look through my stash. I think I have a light blue cardstock that's pretty much that color. And so I could just make some cards and nip the corners and put them in the pockets. And you can see it does have the castle, but I don't have a bunch of stuff about the mouse glued in here, okay? In here, I have dream, believe, mouse and me, adventures out there. Let's go explore. So you could pick the theme and direction that you make the journal go, but none of those are glued in. They're just cute little pockets. Always believe something wonderful is about to happen. I don't care who you are. That's a good saying to have in your journal. And then just fun pages. And here, a bunch more family fun, tired feet, full heart. So if you go on a trip and you want to make it super Disney, you could. This page would be fun with a silver or white pen, or you could glue stuff. When I go on a trip, like a Disney trip, I have maybe tickets. I don't know, is it all on the app now? I have receipts. I put a bunch of stickers in here. So here, more ephemera. In here is all journaling cards that could be written on and go in the pockets. And smile from ear to ear. Smiles from ear to ear. See, still good. More ephemera. So it's not, see, like I didn't glue the castle in. It's not super Disney-ish. If I wanted to make it more Disney-ish, I would start gluing some of the journaling cards and stuff and making pockets with the smaller ones, not this one on that page. This is the good stuff. See, that's great for anybody. And it's tip up and journaling on the back. Happy. So depending on which way you want to take it, you could glue your journaling cards down and make pockets. Or you can, and make it Disney or not, or you can not do that and just glue pictures all over. Let our magical adventure start now. It could be a wedding, it could be a honeymoon, it could just be a summer vacation. In here I've got stickers. I pretty much chopped up all the stickers, and if it wasn't a sentiment that I had already put in the book, then I didn't put the sticker sheet in. But other than that, pretty much the whole sticker sheet's in here. Smile and the camera. The camera is a trick. I'll show you. This paper has font on it. So over here, it was directional. So I would call it partially directional because under there's an upside down circle. So I put a sticker over it. And I knew that was going to happen, but I thought I can make it work. And that's exactly what's going on right here too. There was upside down text. So I put collect moments. Here, some journaling cards. And then in the back we have, maybe they're wandering. Oh no, here, we've got 2 parts of the sticker sheet. Pack your bags for a great adventure, magic and wonder. So it can be customized all sorts of ways. See, that one's covering it up. Then we have some stickers over here. I kind of love it. I love the cover, make your own magic. That's a pretty great thing to live by, I think. These are my scraps. I noticed there were some things that I had added in that weren't from this collection. I'll combine this with my other bag of this same color palette from Echo Park, and then we'll clear it out in a different month. So we still have some of that, but that is Magic and Wonder, and I'll toss this now. It's not one of those ones with stuff on the back. Okay, then the simple stories. I should have taken this apart a long time ago. There's almost no material in here to make a journal with. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of paper and a half. I couldn't commit because I really like this side, so I didn't chop it up. These, I knew I wanted to use the card side, so I chopped all those up. They're ready to go. And I have a sticker sheet and a half here. It'll be tricky to monitor for clear it out, but I think if I wasn't trying to make you a video, I would just take this and I would set it on the counter, and then I would use the stuff up, right? And the same, I would take all these journaling cards and shove them in the thing on the counter and they'd get used. Instead, I think what I'll try and do is put together some sort of somewhat shabby junky and make one journal out of it so you can see most of the stuff. But obviously I'm not going to use the same exact stickers in the same journal. So we cleared out a ton this month because this is on its way. This is like, I don't know, 90% done. I'm really excited for this journal. Oh, if you're interested in this journal, message me down below or on Instagram. $26 all in, shipped in the US. And I will mail you more stuff probably. That's just what I do. I always reserve the right to add stuff. I try to avoid changing the journal itself much from the video, but I mean, I could put more stuff in the envelope. Be sure to check out Stampin' Cat on Instagram. She does clear it out with me each month, and the link is down below. I think for next month, you might see some combination of these. We'll see how amazing I am. Maybe I will put those together and make a bunch of cards. Maybe we'll have a journal here. We shall see. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.